Ram heavy-duty trucks, or $2,000 bonus cash plus no payments for 90 days on new Pacificas.
Come on down to Riverside Chrysler of Escanaba.
See for yourself what drives us.
UP State Fair reports all week on 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the Marquette Police Department holds a training drill at Bothwell Middle School. Plus, we're live from the UP State Fair to see all the attractions and how it's resonating with the crowds. And Israel is preparing for a possible attack from Iran and Hezbollah. We're live in Washington, D.C. with the latest and hear from Congressman Jack Bergman about the ongoing situation. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
And today was a lot different than the past week or so, with warmer temperatures finally returning. Air, thank you so much, first of all, and can we expect that to continue?
Right, I have total control over the weather. Y'all, come on. We do have some warmer temperatures on the way tomorrow, and then we'll dip back down into those 70s. I'll show you all that, of course, after the break. Taking a look right now, we do have a little bit of precipitation over there on the west portion of the UP, but still looking, I love this shot. Manistee on Lake Michigan there. Clear skies expected for that location, and our current temperatures here in Marquette and across the UP are kind of in that 70, 80 degree range. We'll be back down in those 50s tonight. Your full forecast, though, is after the break.
All right, thanks very much, Air. And law enforcement are searching over 200 acres in Brighton Township in connection to the 2016 disappearance of Florence County, Wisconsin woman Nancy Renkes. A search warrant related to the case was issued on Saturday, and the Dickinson County Sheriff's Office is working with multiple agencies. They're searching near Upper Pine Creek Road and Grandview Drive. It's believed to be the last known location where Renkes was last seen alive. No further details are being given at this time. The investigation is still ongoing, and officials are asking anyone with information on Renkes' disappearance contact the Dickinson County Sheriff's Office immediately. With an increase in school violence, area first responders are training to keep our schools as safe as possible. The Marquette Police Department, along with other law enforcement agencies from across the area, converged on Bothwell Middle School today for training. The scenarios faced by these first responders were as lifelike as an actual emergency involving violence on school grounds. Lieutenant Chris Aldrich of the Marquette Police Department says this annual drill is vital to ensure proper coordination in the event of a violent incident.
We're just doing our annual active violence training with not only our officers at the Marquette Police Department, but other law enforcement agencies around the county. We're just trying to create scenarios that are similar to active violence situations which may occur in a school setting.
Also participating were officers from NMU's Public Safety Department as well as the Chocolate Township Police Department. And in Escanaba, it's day 2 of the UP State Fair, and our own Lily Simmons joins us live from the fairgrounds to tell us about some of the exciting things fairgoers will find on the Midway. Hey, Lily.
Hey Kevin, yeah, as you can see, it's a busy evening here on the Midway, and that's probably because there's just so much to do. There are games, carnival rides, there's food, anything you can think of, it is here on the Midway. And a lot of that fun stuff comes courtesy of a local family-owned business. I spoke with one of the members of that family about some of the highlights that you'll find here at the fairgrounds this week.
I think we've been here close to 20 years now, and it is an absolute joy to be able to come home for a week because this is home for all of us.
The UP State Fair is 7 days of hometown fun for Skirbeck Entertainment Group, which operates a total of 30 rides along the Midway.
Something for every age category, every thrill level, including the favorites that the teenagers love, like the Supernova 360 in particular. All the favorites are here.
Skirbeck Entertainment Group also runs the carnival games, offering fun and prizes
experiences for players of all skill sets.
I think the balloon pop is probably one of the more favorite games. Also basketball games, the machine gun game with the BB pellets, and lots of fun race games too.
All that excitement can make a person hungry, so Skirbeck Entertainment Group even has a few food stations throughout the Midway featuring some of the classics.
Elephant ears, because they're very, very popular, and deep fried Oreos, and all the other good things too.
Skirbeck Entertainment Group works a full schedule of fairs and other events throughout the year, but they say the experience fairgoers get here makes the UP State Fair extra special.
The fair really does an amazing job of having a wide, diverse level of entertainment for everybody that wants to attend. It's not just the Carnival Midway. The UP State Fair has the Pocket Park, the Miracle of Life exhibit, and these are things that you don't necessarily see at other fairs per se across the state of Michigan. This is bigger. This is uniquely UP and wonderful.
The Midway opens daily at 11 a.m., so it'll be here all week, all of that fun stuff that you can check out. I know you guys mentioned it's a warm one. It is definitely hot here at Esky, so I think I'm going to find some lemonade, try to cool off, and I'll toss it back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks very much, Lillian. Sounds great. And WZMQ 19 is, of course, a proud reserve champion sponsor of the UP State Fair, and we'll have a look at some other fun attractions tonight at 11. And this week, Israel is on high alert as it prepares for a potential strike from Iran. Officials from the U.S. and other countries in the Middle East are searching for diplomatic solutions and for a ceasefire amid rising tensions. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon is live on Capitol Hill to break down the latest. Brendan, good evening.
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening. That's right. Israel's bracing at this hour for a possible Iranian attack. This coming after the last couple of weeks, Israel and Iranian-backed proxies exchanging attacks, deadly strikes, again, since the last month or so. This most recent escalation began with the attack on a soccer field in northern Israel in late July. Israel retaliated with a strike that killed a top Hezbollah general. Hezbollah is, of course, one of those Iranian-backed proxies. Shortly after that strike, a top Hamas leader was assassinated by a hidden explosive device in Iran's capital. Iran and Hamas blame Israel for the bomb, but Israel has not publicly claimed responsibility for the assassination. Now countries in the Middle East and around the globe are waiting anxiously to see what happens next. U.S. officials say diplomatic conversations are ongoing with several nations to try and prevent a larger conflict. I spoke with Congressman Jack Bergman today of the UP. He says it's time to crack down on Iran.
No one benefits from any kind of retaliation, and what we've been engaged on is intensive diplomacy with allies and partners who are helping us communicate that message to the region, including directly to Iran.
The Biden administration, whether they like it or not, as we would say, the rose is pinned on them for their actions or inactions as it comes to the state of the world today, especially when it comes to the Middle East. If your adversary has no resources, they can't fight you.
And Kevin, Israel braces for this potential Iranian attack just days before a last-ditch effort in the Middle East for a ceasefire on Thursday. Leaders from several countries in the Middle East and the United States are expected to meet and try to revive those stalled ceasefire negotiations. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Brendan. And we will have your full weather forecast coming up after the break.
See why everyone's talking about the CBS original Fire Country.
I see extraordinary firefighters
sacrificing to save others. God, I love this job.
This is about
The inmate firefighter shot a redemption.
He's a hero.
Still waiting on the love part.
Yeah, that's fire. Fire Country.
Body!
Returns October 18th.
Go!
Part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
The UP's show for family fun. Join me for Pictionary here on WZMQ TV 19.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
There's hot buys going on now at Shunk Furniture Marquette with 2 stores to shop. From Lazy Boy, this big man's rocker recliner, regularly $11.99, now just $6.99 in a choice of colors. When they're gone, they're gone. From Flexsteel, buy this leather power double reclining sofa and the double reclining love seat and get the matching power recliner free. In our clearance center, we have stacks and stacks of closeout mattresses. This plush queen mattress is regularly $5.99, now just $2.99. Shop Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, award-winning WZMQ 19 first warning weather with Air Stasic.
Some possible sprinkles right now along that Wisconsin border, I should say. Over the past couple of hours, that's where we've been experiencing some precipitation, but overall mostly dry across the UP, as that's what current radar is showing. And then this evening here in Marquette, we'll see those temperatures drop down into the 60s later on this evening around 10 p.m. And then that patchy fog could be hitting us around 2 o'clock in the morning till maybe 8 o'clock, so it could impact your morning commutes, and there's about a 20 to 40% chance of that. Could be a little bit dense as we get into the interior and again those early morning hours. So chances of fog, but overall we've got clear skies. Lake Michigan looking a little bit cloudier, Manistee, Menominee, and Escanaba, and again those temperatures still windows open evenings, at least in my house. So if you do come in contact with some fog, remember to slow down, give extra space, and use those low beams or fog lights if you have them. Remember, deer definitely freeze up when they see you flashing and see those high beams out there. So as far as the weather goes for beach days this week, oh my friends, our best day looks like tomorrow. We've got sunny conditions, but we have a chance of some lake breeze, thunderstorms, some isolated thunderstorms could be happening. And then Thursday, we'll have those clouds increasing, more chances for precipitation. And then Friday, wouldn't count it on going to the beach that day unless you like to maybe film the showers heading over the lake. It's expected to be quite rainy and cloudy on our Friday. So tomorrow, again, those chances of fog in the early morning hours, maybe some thunderstorms, but it's looking like our best chances of that are diminishing as we get further into our Wednesday. Could be a great day, though, to head to the UP State Fair down there in Escanaba, as we've got around 77 there by noon, midday, maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And make sure you head to their website to check out their full schedule. Every day is a different theme. And then for the evening, partly cloudy skies and dropping down into those lower 70s. We've also got the Wednesday night farmers market here in downtown Marquette. It looks really gorgeous for that condition. At the moment, no breezes are expected, but remember, if you are a vendor, make sure you have those cinder blocks because you know it gets a little gusty at times. So here's a look at those shower chances developing this evening. It looks like it's mostly contained again along that Wisconsin border. Clouds we'll see in the afternoon start to increase on that Wednesday evening, or Wednesday afternoon, excuse me, mostly for the southern portions, maybe the Keweenaw Peninsula, and then those chances of precipitation moving across mostly the western half of the UP on that Wednesday. Let's take a look at what we're expecting for the next 7 days here in Marquette. Yep, it's going to be some wet weather into our Saturday when we've got that cars and bikes on a 3rd. I've got more details on what's happening in Escanaba in 15 minutes.
Thanks, Aaron. We have insights on the way next. Stay tuned.
Experience the soulful tunes of Marquette's local musicians this summer with Music on 3rd, a series of sidewalk concerts held every 3rd Thursday from June through September from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. 3rd Street in Marquette's downtown district comes alive with the eclectic sounds of talented artists, providing the perfect backdrop for an evening of exploration and entertainment. Join the community in celebrating the vibrant culture of Marquette. Music on 3rd is sponsored by Flagstar Bank and WZMQ 19.
Club Create, the Art of Possibilities, is a collaboration formed by Michigan Arts Access and the Houghton Possibilities Program, powered by Goodwill Industries of Northern Wisconsin and Upper Michigan. Club Create opens its doors to any person in our community who has a developmental disability. The goal of Goodwill's Possibilities Program is to help participants develop functional life skills, giving our participants the opportunity to socialize and live deeper, fuller lives. Please continue to shop and donate to your local Goodwill.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, count me in. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Need to get from point A to point B quickly, efficiently, safely? The Marquette County Transit Authority is your ticket to ride. Friendly drivers operate clean, blue and white buses throughout Marquette County 365 days a year. Seniors 60 plus ride free every Wednesday. For information about routes and tickets, click on marktran.com. We keep you moving. Marquette Transit.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. For Insights tonight, we're talking about Marquette Alger-Risa's Wellness Task Force and how it tries to support mental health for area students. And joining us is their Director of Mental Health Services, Dr. Jen Shavina. Jen, thank you so much for hopping on with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we know this task force was started in 2022. Can you tell me a little bit more about the history of it and why it came to be?
Yeah, it was really a grassroots effort among community stakeholders to look at the gaps in services for our youth in regard to their mental health and how we can better support them and their needs. And then it really started to encompass all ages as we continue to move forward.
Sure. What kind of need have you guys seen for this task force?
You know, it's been long identified that we have a need for more intensive mental health services for youth, especially. You know, we don't have a psychiatric unit for youth at our local hospital. You know, we are lagging in that area. So I would say that was the biggest need that was identified, as well as an overall need for more streamlined mental health services across the area. And
I understand you guys are having meetings to kind of discuss how you want to tackle these issues further. So what are some things on the table recently?
So some of our groups work on projects related to youth crisis drop-in center for youth to go to when they are in crisis as an intermediate sort of place for them to be comfortable. We talk about how to support access to behavioral health care, how to help families navigate the systems that we have. We also talk about mental health services in schools. We talk about perinatal mental health, and we don't just talk about these things, we actually create 90-day plans where we have steps to work toward progress within those projects and get to our ultimate goals.
And as we go towards those goals, what are some improvements the task force has already made?
Well, as far as a crisis drop-in center for youth, we do have a location now that is being worked on for that specific need. We also have increased suicide prevention programming in schools related to education and screening. We also have created a day treatment center for youth. So a lot has been going on in the last couple of years.
So I'm sure a lot of members in the community have had, you know, their own experience with these issues. So those people who want to get involved with this, how do they go about doing that?
Yeah, you know, anyone can come at any part of the process. You don't have to have been part of a group previously to join. Every 90 days we meet. People come and go, and they can join or leave meetings as they choose. But we do have our next meeting on September 26th from 8:30 to 12:30. We will be serving lunch. It'll be at Marquette Alger-Risa. Okay. And on our website, marisa.org, we have a little icon where you can click on and get the information to help you register.
All right, sounds great. Lots of good information there. Dr. Shavina, thank you so much for hopping on with us today.
Thank
really
you.
Appreciate it. And now we're going to take a look at our Upers United Volunteer Opportunity of the Day. From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on August 15th, volunteers are needed to help restore the footbridge over Midway Creek at Ville-Medi Peters Conservation Reserve. Possible duties include moving lumber, using tools, and other physical labor. To sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, just head to upersunited.com. Mike is up next with your look at sports. There's a new head coach for the Lawrence varsity girls basketball team, and the next UP Sports Hall of Famers are being announced.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, a new study found the more time your toddler spends in front of a screen could eventually lead to increased anger and frustration. We take a look at new research on tablets and parenting. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
What makes our team work so damn well together?
It's the things we have in common.
FBI!
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 Let's all take a deep breath.
Consider all of us a family.
The FBI's return October 15th, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS.
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What? You're going to have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Looking for your next level in real estate? Look no further than Next Home Superior Living. Stephanie's not just any realtor. She's energetic, talented, equipped with the latest technology, and decades of experience to serve you better. At Next Home Superior Living, we're not just selling homes. We're guiding clients and customers throughout the entire transaction. That's Stephanie Jones of Next Home. Visit stephaniesells.com and let her work with you for your next home. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Next Home Superior Living for your extraordinary real estate journey.
For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in, sign up, it's easy. Go to upersunited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19.
Good evening, everyone. The Upper Peninsula now has more 8-player football teams, 20, than 11-player teams, 17. Superior Central will not have an 8-player squad this fall, but the new team in the 8-player mix is Ishpeming.
Down, come straight across. Set, hit. Yep, still drive that way. Nice job, Woj. Hey, Woj, just make sure you don't out-leverage your hip.
The Hematites had a late transition to the 8-player level, making the decision in February, so they're not in a conference this season, and they're playing teams as far away as Merrill and Auburn Hills, Oakland Christian in the Lower Peninsula, to Prairie Farm and Sturgeon Bay, Sevastopol, Wisconsin. Hematites coach Mike Lyman is in his second season with the Blue and White, so he's learning just as much as everybody else is, but there is one thing that won't be a big deal in their move to 8-player.
Our stuff translates pretty well over from 8-man. There's some different things that we lose an athlete on each side of the ball, and you lose obviously 2 linemen, which affects some of our formations and what we want to do on defense, but for the most part, it all translates pretty well for us. Offensively, we have 3 guys coming back. We got carries last year in the backfield. Caden Luma, Ethan Corp, Grady Gauthier. Same thing defensively, those guys are transitioning back over. We have Carlos Perez, who was All-State last year on the offensive line. He's coming back, so we have a lot of seniors coming back that saw significant playing time in the last 2 years.
Ishpeming opens the season at Florence, Wisconsin on Thursday, August 29th. The Hematites' first home game is Saturday, September 7th against Luck, Wisconsin. A former state champion Ishpeming girls basketball assistant coach will take over as the varsity basketball coach at Lance High School. Joshua Eagle has experience not only with the Hematites but also at Bark River Harris. Now he'll bring that to the Lance girls. The winner of the 110th Annual Upper Peninsula Golf Association Tournament was decided rather early on Saturday. That's Mark Clements. He had an 8-shot lead starting the final 18 holes, and that was his putt attempt on the 15th hole. With a double-digit lead, things were looking good going to the latter holes, and that on the 18th is his approach shot, and even rolled a little bit closer to the pin. His playing partners did well. You just wouldn't know it by the comparison of their scorecards to Clements. Marquette's Chris Rhodes, a smooth putt from 20 feet to complete his tournament. Wawanowin's Tyler Anna next will put this one home. He ended up finishing in second place. Good work by the Northern Michigan University golfer. But this was Clements' tournament from the second round on. A simple par. He finished with a 13 under par score of 275, winning by 11 shots. 33 years ago, that would be 1991, Mark's dad, Cy Clements, captured his second UPGA title, also on his home course at Wawanowin.
First year I actually played in it. I just graduated, and he was playing a couple groups ahead of me. I made championship flight that year. He was nip and tuck, and it was a pretty good experience for him. I thought I peaked a little too early. I played really well last week, and you know, it's my home course. First day I played good. I thought I should have scored a little bit better than I did, and the second day I made some putts and got the lead and whatnot, and then it was kind of weird from there. Having a bigger lead like that, it's a different feeling out there than I'm used to.
Mark's titles have come in 1997, 2001, last year, and this year. His father, Cy Clements, won his UPGA championships in 1980 and 1991. A quick look at the leaderboard to wrap things up. Clements, 13 under par. Tyler Anala at 2 under par. They're both from Wawanowin. Chris Rhodes, Scott Prunick, and Chris Black are all from Marquette. The next class of Upper Peninsula Sports Hall of Famers has been announced. West Iron County grad basketball coach, college assistant coach, and author Jamie Angeli, Winter Olympic snowboard cross-gold medalist and multi-sport athlete Nick Baumgartner of West Iron County, Escanaba and Michigan State softball pitcher Leslie Noel Delvo of Escanaba, Rachel Folsick McClure of Kearney Nato and Ferris State for basketball, Ishpeming's Dave St. Ange, more than 50 years of refereeing high school and college basketball games. Jeff Olson won 3 state football titles with Ishpeming. Denise Porath stood out in 5 sports, including NMU field hockey. The late John Prokos of Escanaba, cross country and track coaching, and an expert on the pole vault. Bar Sickler of Calumet, heavily involved in a number of sports across the UP. And Jeannie Thorne of Marquette, a crusader, pioneer, and trailblazer in women's skiing. And in case you had not heard, J.J. McCarthy, Minnesota Vikings quarterback, former Wolverine, tore his meniscus over the weekend. There will be surgery. No time made yet in terms of how long he'll be out of the lineup. So not good news for the Vikings.
Sure. All right. Thanks a lot, Mike. And we'll have your final look at weather when we come back.
An official message from Medicare.
A new law is helping us save more money on prescription drugs, and maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, our prescription drug premiums are zero and our out-of-pocket costs are low.
I enrolled and I'm saving money. If you're single and make less than $23,000 a year, or are a married couple making less than $31,000, you may qualify and save, even if you don't think you qualify. It pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're our...
Tonight, Eye on America. Could a new approach to worship help solve the U.S. Catholic Church priest shortage? And is early tablet use connected to more toddler tantrums? What parents should know. Then, how Tropical Storm Ernesto could affect the East Coast on the CBS Evening News.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
25 years of fun and you're invited. It's the silver anniversary of the Downtown Marquette Farmers Market. Come celebrate with us every Saturday morning at the Marquette Commons. From 9 to 1, you'll find a wide variety of local foods, produce, art, and so much more. Plus, the Wednesday night farmers market on the 100 block of West Washington Street is back from 5 to 8. For more information, visit mqtfarmersmarket.com. The Farmers Market is presented by the Marquette DDA and sponsored by Flagstar Bank and WZMQ 19.
Our current temperatures, well, will be a little bit warmer than this tomorrow as our expected highs are in the 70s and 80s, a little bit warmer on that interior. We do have some patchy fog expected as well for your morning commute, then clearing out for a lovely day. It's going to be about 80 down in Escanaba.
All right, thanks, Aaron. The Marquette Brewery is showing off its Wildcat Gold. NMU alumni-owned Black Rocks Brewery is partnering with NMU to launch a new beer celebrating NMU's 125th anniversary. The new Wildcat Gold lager was created to help NMU students and staff and local residents enjoy recreation in the UP. One of Black Rock's co-owners says NMU gives a lot to the community and they're happy to help give back. The beer will launch at Black Rock's Alumni Friday next week. It will also be available to purchase at the pub and at NMU sporting events. And that's all we have for now. We'll see you tonight at 11.